Hey guys, my name's Ryan, and I'm a 23-year-old college graduate living at home with his parents, and I just got a job at Popeyes. Now, if you told me that when I was younger, when I was like 15, 14, I would probably think you're a bit of a loser, and maybe I am a bit of a loser because when I was young, I never thought it was going to be like that. I thought that 23-year-olds or 25 or whatever age you're at, mid 20s, I thought that you're supposed to have it figured out. I thought that, you graduate, you get a good degree, you go out, you get a good job that pays well, and you be scaling, and you get promotions each year, and eventually you'd be living a good life off a good wage. But after I graduated from college with okay grades, with a degree in biochemistry, I didn't plan to do biochemistry. I I thought about working in a lab to figure out what it was like and whether I like it, but I started gunning towards a different dream, which is to be a PA, to work in the medical field. In some ways, it was like I was starting over, but I had a pretty decent foundation. And even now, I'm still wondering whether that's exactly what I want to do or not. But I'm still trying to pursue it by taking a couple classes and building towards applying. No one tells you this about growing up. Maybe they did. Maybe I just wasn't listening. Maybe I didn't hear them. Maybe I was ignoring them, but I never realized that it wasn't about school. It was about figuring out exactly what you want to do and building towards it. It doesn't matter what it is, and it all requires different input. It's all you can't just get a degree, an everything degree, and go out and do anything. Back in my hometown, my home city, I was around Boston, and I can get a job at any clinic. I had a medical assistant job at an urgent care. I have friends up there that their parents own or work at clinics and they can get me in. But I moved down with my family in Houston and I'm struggling to find a job. I applied to urgent cares and other clinics and I thought a year's experience or a year and some change would get me in pretty easily, but they didn't even get back to me. And I wasn't prepared for that. I just thought that, oh, I'll move here with my family. It's not exactly what I want, but I'll find a job, it'll be easy, and I'll keep moving. But a couple months in, I'm building up debt. I'm not making money. I'm starting to stress about where the money's going to come from. I don't want to ask my parents for money. I hate having my things paid for, although I rely on them a lot of the time. A few months in, not hearing back from these people, I realized it's not that easy all the time. And so I was driving through the Popeyes drive-through and happened to run into the dude that works there, runs there, and I just asked him if he needed workers, if he had a job for me, and he said he did. So I got it. I took it, but right after working through the whole interview and he's telling me, there's a lot of opportunities at his store as a manager, things like that. He's like, "You're a good guy, I could tell. Show up on time, da da da. You have a lot of opportunity." I was like, "Okay, great." Shook his hand a couple of times, but I went home and afterwards I just didn't feel the same about it. I know I need the money, but it just feels like I'm a bit defeated by taking a position up at Popeyes. I'm 23 and I'm a college graduate. Sometimes I would imagine that at this point of life I would have a bit more figured out, have a bit more of a foundation, a decent job, some savings. I'm completely broke and it doesn't feel good, but still taking some courses. I'm doing a post-bac program right now, just doing everything I can to see if I can make it into a PA school or an NP school. And I know that I don't have a lot of confidence in myself in making it in those avenues, but it's because of that. I just try to take it one step at a time, and it's really tough. A big part of making this video and these videos and these shorts that I've been making isn't really necessarily because I want to get big or famous or anything like that, but it's just me trying to find a direction in life. And finding a direction has never seemed so difficult. It seems so impossible at times. I just need something to build, need something to work towards, while all these other things are in such a work in progress and just in instead of taking these boring classes that I hate studying for, and now I have this job I'm not sure if I would like. I love food, right? So that's a big upside for me. I can eat. I love going to the gym though, so I don't want to eat too much. It'll kind of ruin my progress. And living at home doesn't make it feel any easier. It's like a huge weight on my shoulders, even though I'm not paying for rent or anything, which is, great because you can build up a savings if you're working, but I'm not working, right? So kind of counteracts it. I just want to talk to the people out there that might be in a similar position to me. When you're young and you feel like you should really be doing more than you are, maybe you really feel like you should be in a different place. And you know what? Maybe you could have been. Who knows? I know there are ways that I could have been in a different position. I could have stayed in Boston. I could have not moved home. I could have taken a job at a lab somewhere, a research job as a scientist. I could have studied harder in college. Could have got way better grades. Could have got my hours, patient care hours, before I graduated. Could have completed a test. Could have been in PA school. Could have been out by now. But there's no point in really talking about what could have been. Here we are today, and I can't go back. None of us can, and it really sucks sometimes because, it's like you can regret it all you want, but it doesn't change it, and man, it sucks. It really fucking sucks. But just trying to take life one step at a time. I will accept this job, and I'll work there, and I'll do well. I was enthusiastic at first. I was like, well, I'm going to learn the entire job in a week, and I'm going to be their best worker, and they're going to raise me to manager. I'm going to make good money. 30-second drive from my house, right? So, and 30-second drive from my house, good food, a manager position. If I want to own a business in the future, I need to know how to manage, right? It's a skill. I need to know how to manage a facility, which I mentioned a facility in my work before, but I need to manage employees, stuff like that. So if I can get that experience, that's good that way too. Just gotta make the most out of it. So yeah, I'm 23, young, I'm healthy. I go to the gym every day. I'm a college graduate, and yes, I accepted a job at Popeyes. I haven't had my first day yet, and it feels a bit like a step backwards for me. It feels embarrassing. It feels like, man, imagine, my friends from college or high school or whoever, or some bums from my past, see look at this bum getting a job at Popeyes. Or, my exes, any of my ex, if they look at this bum working at Popeyes, yeah, it is a bit bummy. And today, I don't know, I felt really bummed out. I had a bad headache too, but that's not really something I'm gonna walk away from though. So, if you feel like you're in a similar position to me, if you feel like you could connect, I just want you to know, I've been telling myself this and trying to convince myself, but it's all right, we're still young. Hopefully, even if you're 30, 40, I still feel like you're pretty young. You have more than half your life ahead of you, hopefully. And just keep building up experiences and skills and figuring out what's right. It's so crazy because it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe who I am today and the things I know today and the things I can see and believe in today, and compared to just a year ago, I was a completely different person. Even a year ago, even 2 years ago, especially 2 years ago, especially any time before that, felt like I was night and day. And the personality stays the same, but the mind grows. But thank you if you got to this point. Thank you for listening. I just want to share my story. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. And, I'm not always making the right decisions either. I could be in a much better place, but I'm not. I'm here, I'm today, and, it's pretty good. See you next time.